I'm more concerned with creating liberty. I think that we're at the point now where I'm not really interested if my neighbor understands property rights. I just want to make sure that my property is respected. Also, Per Byland has spoken about the savior complex, this idea that we have to, it's sort of this contradictory belief that individualists have, that they have to sort of save the collective whole of society or something like that. So I reject that on those grounds. I think he makes a lot of sense there, and that's also in the book. But I think to your last point, you brought up Tho Bishop and the paleo approach. I actually think that there's a better argument to be made for the paleo approach because of Ron Paul, right? Because Ron Paul actually did create libertarians at the very least.
Sure.
Whereas the Libertarian Party, I'd argue, hasn't even really done that ever. So, I think the paleos still have the moral claim that they have to overcome. The real problem here is this. I don't think that you're ever going to get one person. There will never be any presidential candidate of any party who represents or can represent hundreds of millions of people, right? It's absurd to think that that could possibly be the case. Gary Johnson was like a bake the cake kind of guy. That's not my version of libertarianism. So he doesn't represent me in that regard. And I don't think he represents a lot of other libertarians in that regard. Dave Smith doesn't believe in, open borders. That doesn't represent a lot of libertarian beliefs. So I think it's difficult to find one person that can represent all of these people. And that's one of the inherent difficulties with the political approach. Whereas in agorism, you do you, right? So, if your thing is like Bitcoin or something, then you can concentrate on that. Or if if it's guns, then you can concentrate on that. So it's very tailored to the individual, whereas politics is much more about the collective whole.